Howdy, Eggs. It's Brandon from Aggieland Central coming at you live with another banger video. Guys, first off, want to apologize. I know this video is coming out late. I know it's coming out today. I apologize. I've been very busy this week with work, and I've been kind of debating all day yesterday on how I wanted to make this video. A lot of keys, a lot of big notes to come out of this game, and a lot of things that we need to prepare for going into it. So let's get started. Texas A&M plays the Piggies this Saturday at 6 p.m. in Arlington, Texas at Jerry World. This is a big one. This is a big game, guys. So, what does Texas A&M need to do to win this game? A lot of people are favoring Arkansas, and Arkansas has the better offense that we've seen so far. They have a very, very nasty front seven. They're leading the nation in sacks right now, I think with 17. This is going to be a hard one to win, guys. But what does Texas A&M need to do to make that happen? Texas A&M needs to establish the run game. It's time. 4 games in, this is our 4th game. The run game should be starting to get established, especially when you have one of the best backs in the country. Devon Achane is it's no debate that he's one of the best players in the country. We have to get him the ball. We got him the ball against Miami, I think around 17 times, somewhere around there. I want to see more of that. When he has the ball in his hands, he's the best player on the field. He will run all over people. It doesn't matter what team we're playing with. If he gets the ball in space, there's a very good chance he's taking it to the house. Get Achane the ball. Been saying it for weeks. Get him the ball. But doing that will then help us establish the pass game. Arkansas's pass defense is one of the worst in the country. I think they're ranked around somewhere in the 120s out of 130 FBS teams in pass defense. If we can get those guys to have some one-on-ones with Evan Stewart, Chris Marshall, Anais Smith, I've been hearing that Moose Muhammad's going to be kind of starting to get in the rotation. He took a lot of first-team reps this week. I would love to see that. And then the pass game opens up. If we can get it over the top, if we can get Evan Stewart in a one-on-one situation, he's beating that guy. He's beating that guy. And Max has the capability to make those reads and make those throws. I like what I saw from Max Johnson last week. The numbers weren't crazy, but he was safe. He put the ball to his receivers where only his receivers could catch it. He didn't throw any really bad passes. And when he needed to, he ran the ball. It was a perfect, and I love how I think he's 6'4", 6'5", 220. Just a statue back there, and can see everybody on the field, and he has great decision making. I love what I saw from Max Johnson last week, and I hope now that he has a full week with the first team that we will see even more, especially having his 2 best weapons outside of Anais Smith back, and Evan Stewart and Chris Marshall. But the key, I know I said the key was to get the run game going, but this is crucial. The A&M D-line versus the Arkansas offensive line. Whoever wins this matchup down in the trenches will win this game. A&M has to get pressure on KJ Jefferson. They have to have a good run defense. Our secondary is one of our strengths. If we can leave them on an island, Tyreek Chappelle, Jalen Jones, Damani, AJ, and Bryce and Jordan, those guys have the capability to be left on an island. They'll give you some time to get to the quarterback. And having Edge Coop, having Tarian Lee, I don't think Andre White's back, but having Chris Russell out there, I saw some good things from Chris Russell. He hasn't played a lot, so there's still a lot to improve on. But if we can get pressure on KJ and not eliminate, but limit Arkansas's run game, A&M has a very good chance of winning this game. If we can get them in 3rd and long situations, 2nd and long situations, A&M has a very good chance of winning this game. It just starts in the trenches. The linebackers have to be disciplined, fill the running gaps. The secondary, keep doing what they're doing. They're playing aggressive. Tyreek Chappelle is one of my favorite players on this team. I love the way 7 plays. He's so aggressive. He's physical, but he's very smart. He can bait quarterbacks. He's always in the right space, and especially when he's one-on-one, a lot of guys don't get by him. Who I want to see the most of this week on the defensive side is Bryce Anderson. Bryce Anderson came in last week after Damani got called out for the targeting and was second in tackles at the end of the game. He also almost had a couple of picks and a few deflections. Bryce Anderson played out of his mind this past Saturday. And what I love is that shows the culture at Texas A&M. It shows the culture in the locker room. Bryce, not expecting to play against Miami. Just there if Damani gets his helmet knocked off or if Jordan gets his helmet knocked off. Going there for a play or two. All of a sudden now, you're now in front of 107,000 people on primetime television going up against a top 15 team. And he showed up. He showed out. He came to ball. He came to work. Showing his preparation. Tyler Van Dyke was a very good quarterback. Is a very good quarterback. Was he off a little bit Saturday? Yeah, he was a little bit off. But Bryce was baiting him at some points. That shows the confidence level in knowing what you're doing to be able to bait a very good quarterback and almost making him make a mistake. I really want to see more of Bryce Anderson this upcoming week. So, I've been going back and forth on who I think is going to win this game. As much as you know, I want these Aggies to win. Arkansas is going to be a formidable opponent. They're a tough team. They're very, very physical. This is going to test this young team. This young team's going to have to grow up real quick. They've been doing a great job, and last week showed me what kind of men we have in that locker room, and we got some dogs. We got some dogs. They took that App State loss personal, and they came out ready to play. The defense cannot be that bend and break. They cannot be the bend and break. If they do that bend and break stuff that they've been doing the past 2 weeks, Arkansas is not going to finish with just field goals. They'll finish with touchdowns. So, who do I think is going to win this game? I got to give it to my Aggies. Aggies by 10. And I'm not just being a homer here. I really went back and forth on this game. Earlier in the week, if you would have asked me, I would have picked Arkansas. But I kept thinking about how Max gets another week in the offense. Bryce is back for another week. Bryce Young is back for, or not Bryce Young. That's the Alabama quarterback. Bryce Foster is back this week. He gets another full week of practice recovering from mono. I just think that offense is going to wake up. And I think Max Johnson's going to throw for 250-plus yards. And I think A-Chain goes for 150 total yards. Evan Stewart, I think he's going to get 100 receiving yards at least. I think he's going to be open a lot on Saturday. But the key is, can the defense get off the field? Like I said before, can they get off the field? So, I'm picking the Ags to win by 10. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it always. Please leave a like and subscribe and some comments down below. What are you thinking about going into this game? What are you worried about? Are you confident that A&M has it? Are you confident that Arkansas has it? Give me your thoughts about this game going down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Gig 'em Aggies.